Or it is recording now. And I was talking to Jose, so he should be um clicking and getting it going.
So start it off or wait for him?
Uh give it like 8 minutes or something, maybe. It's not gonna be the conventional, you know.
Right.
Yeah, but it'll be a decent test run for it. You got your little mic setup up there? What's that thing floating up there?
Man, I got a little setup for blogging,
Uh,
just in case I decide to start.
Might as well, man.
I gotta get some a little soundproof pads and
That be
shit.
making it look official. That be making me want to watch the blogs. Like, oh, okay, you really trying to do the thing.
Yeah, so I might have to start. I might have to do it. I might have to jump off.
Don't be blogging from your bed like Battle Truth, man.
Yeah, man. I got a nice little. I'm down here in the man cave, so it's like I got a little corner here. Got a chair, I got a desk, I got my DJ stuff over here. It's a mess right now because it's Christmas and I got boxes and stuff. So still got stuff in the boxes, shit like this.
What's that?
Stuff like that. Went over Steve's yesterday, man.
You said what?
Went over Steve's yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I gave him that TV.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Said he got plans for the Dungeon. He said he wanted to do a Dungeon podcast.
Trying to make get it make it big.
Yeah.
We got the last member of the gang.
You know what it is, Jose likes to what you thinking. Ain't shit gang.
Yeah, man.
And some intros. Go ahead.
I'm June ASG, motherfucker, man.
It's your boy Foster Child, Dungeon Battle Reviews, ASG, KOTD, all that good shit. Good event yesterday. KOTD.
And me, Jose Langston, what you thinking? Outfitleague.com. Get your beats, get your podcast, everything hip hop, ASG, you know what it is. We're gonna have a really good show tonight.
Yeah. Well, real quick, man. I want to start off the show. A little bit of sad news. We have a brother of ours, Tony Young, suffered a cardiac arrest while he was out in LA with the fellas for the KOTD. He's currently in the hospital. We're asking everybody, we're asking everybody for most first and foremost. With him being way out and family members, the people that he's out there, Dollar, the rest of the people, times, they can't get in there to see him because they're not family. So they have to send for his mother to come out there. It's gonna take some money. So they're trying to gather money. If you can find it in your heart, have any extra funds to contribute to the cause, and cash out Alpha League, $, Alpha League, or you can inbox me to see how you can help. It's a bad time. Anybody for anything during this season of Christmas, and I understand that. It's just a tough time for Tony Young. We need your prayers. You can help him get some family out there. So, anything y'all like to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's always tough to, see, a member of our community, going through something, especially something that serious. So yeah, you know, take some, whatever time to, send some prayers up, or, some encouraging words on the social media to, just to, give some support. We, you know, believe that he's gonna, come from under the situation, and it'll be good for him to, to see once he's back and able to kind of, gets his, his whereabouts and stuff like that. So, any type of support in any way that you can, um, do, please do.
Yeah, just I'm just very thankful. Thank God that Tony Young was around so many people that cared about him, was willing to help him. You know what I mean, and for his well-being. You know what I mean, because that would have been way different if he was by himself. So just keep praying for Tony Young and praying for Tony Young's family and everybody that's supporting Tony Young right now. It's real sad in NBR right now. So prayers up for Tony.
Yeah, prayers up for Tony. All right, let's get into it, man. We gotta spice this joint up, man. We had a busy weekend of battles, man. We had the volume joint URL. We had the KOTD joint. Foster, whatever you want to start off with, we can talk about, man.
All right, so, URL. First battle was Ill Will and Danny Myers, right?
That's right.
I want to start off by saying I haven't seen any of these battles back. I was just a one-time deal live. So I don't know. I feel like it's gonna take going back to process some of the stuff, especially on the Danny Myers end, because he's a different type of writer. I don't know. I thought Will did. I thought Will did pretty good. I tried it sometimes. I don't know. I want to take heed to other people's opinions and stuff like that. But I mean, some people, what did they say? I think at the end of it, they said that Danny, they said they had Danny first 2 rounds, right?
Well, Nunu and
Sir,
Earth.
I think all of them.
No, I don't think Jay Black said anything.
He didn't say one way or another.
He didn't say one way or the other. He went by the votes on the polls,
Right.
which had Ill Will winning first and the third. But it's
okay. So the votes had Will. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So surprising to me that they just outlanded Danny Myers. And I actually Will smoked Danny Myers in the first and third.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was close in that first and third round. I didn't think it was close.
Right. Yeah. I just remember his third being crazy. Like, I can't remember where he went with it.
Intersecting universe.
There it was. Okay. Yeah. That type. Yeah. Yeah. Well, another good performance from Will. Will always show up. Danny always show up. I'll be interested on the playback how it looked though. But I think that ended up being the best back and forth, maybe, or that's kind of what people were saying.
The most debatable one. That was the most debatable.
Right.
I think Will said he felt like he lost the second because he was stumbling a little bit.
Right.
But he said he felt like he won the first and clearly won the third, which was my impression as well. Jose, what you think?
Man, I was still at work when that battle happened. So I missed the first few battles. I'm not going to
last three.
Yeah, I ended up seeing the tail end of the event. But Ill Will versus Danny, I definitely wanted to see that. I predicted that Ill Will was going to win.
Yeah.
But I've been hearing a lot of people say that it wasn't even a good battle. But I'm still gonna watch it for myself because I don't trust the community. Community been saying a lot of shit that I don't agree with the whole with both events that happened over the weekend. So I'm gonna watch it for myself.
I mean, I think that when it was all said and done, a lot of people didn't like the background. A lot of people didn't like the lack of crowd. People had a lot of gripes about the battle. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was an amazing event. I definitely didn't leave it like wow, like, overwhelmingly great, but I thought it was all right. I thought it was cool. I don't go into these events a lot of times with high expectations because I know, you know, you had 30, 40 events a year. They can't all be A1 perfect. So um next battle was the Arsenal and Jerry West next, or was that Chilla and Beat? I'm just going on a flyer.
I think it was Arsenal, Jerry West.
Okay, Arsenal, Jerry West. I think that Jerry West, I feel like his first was his worst round, maybe. I feel like he didn't all the way connect in that first round. Honestly, the whole Arsenal's whole thing, everybody's saying that he 30'd him, he completely, but I think he just rapped. I think he just rapped amazing. He rapped amazing. He didn't have a lot of stuff that like hit me like. I think where Jerry messed up was with the props, which I was curious. It was kind of a weird spread out setup. I was curious if he was still gonna utilize the props and all that. And I think that backfired. And I think the fact that Arsenal spotted Danny out and could see that he was messing around doing shit and called it out in the middle of his rounds, it made it look stupid. But actually, I thought the prop was kind of cool. Like it had the mother, you know, it was the whole hostage and the mother saying, you know, Arsenal's real name, and it sounded real. You know, it clearly wasn't real, but it was kind of convincing way because his name is Darrell, and she's like Darrell. It was, I don't know. I didn't hate it as much as everybody else did. It just looked funny because Arsenal called it out. But I like Jerry material hate. Like I don't know. Arsenal didn't really hit me. None of that shit. He never really be talking about nothing for real. He just rap kind of like nonstop. I thought the jersey was cold. The jersey was cold with the purple and all that. But
So basically, it
go
was
ahead.
all filler.
just like my explanation, a whole bunch of filler.
There's a lot of filler, is what you said.
They was in Philadelphia for that one.
The consensus, the battle rap that Ars won, but I didn't see where I felt like I was watching a different battle. I think
yeah, like
they made it seem like Ars smoked him, and if you said Ars won, cool, you know. But I just thought the bars were better from Jerry West. I think the prop did backfire on him. I thought he had a shaky first.
Mm-hmm.
But if you say Ars won, I won't argue with you.
I kind of want to argue with you, honestly.
As far as smoke, he didn't smoke.
Nah, hell no.
He didn't smoke.
I don't know. Sometimes that's why they be thinking that I'm off on my judgment and shit. Cause I be to the way left when they over here with it.
But I will say this though. When you think Arsenal's not going to do anything, he does a lot. And I think it's just for me. I said there's no way Arsenal is going to rap with Jerry West bar for bar.
Right.
You have a setting like that. Arsenal has his rapid flow, and you have a setting like that where he can just rap. He's just going to rap, and he's going back to back, this, that, and other. And he can get kind of crazy with it. So I get it. But I don't think he smoked Jerry West. I think Jerry West messed himself up with a shaky first and the bad prop.
Yep.
Jose, we know you didn't see it, so we're going to move on to the next one.
All right. So was it Chilla beat out now? Or did Shine and Pat go first?
Chilla.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Jose, go ahead.
The battle was alright, but man, and this ain't a complaint. This is just a request. Can we get these battles just a little bit shorter? Just a little bit, man. Just like a little bit. I thought it was gonna be a 1-rounder, bro. Chilla was rapping so long. I'm like, all right, it got to be almost over. It got to be. I felt like Chilla first, second, and third. They was all pretty cool, but they got better gradually. You know what I mean? As far as like B Dot came out swinging just hard.
That
It was
first,
Yeah, he kicked his ass in the first, didn't
that first.
man. And I knew he was gonna take that angle in the third, and I knew he was gonna do it in the third too, as far as him winning the belt at King of the Dot. And
he? Chain.
but the yeah, yeah, the chain, excuse me, it's still the championship, but you're right, the chain, how he won the chain and how he flipped that. But the way he did it, that surprised me. I liked that a lot. I thought that was pretty hard. I gave it to B Dot 2-1. If I gave any round to Chilla, it has to be the third. Uh, but B Dot said he lost, so that kind of hurts what I'm saying. I'm saying B Dot won, but B Dot said he lost. You know what I mean? I kind of gotta acknowledge that. You feel me?
Well,
But
what I fuck with about B Dot is he cares, and I don't like the fact that he beating himself up about it, but at the same time, I like that level of accountability for your craft and stuff like that. A lot of these dudes get up there and say a whole bunch of excuses or this or that, or I'll see you on the next card. Like, I respect the fact that B-Dot actually takes it serious and is holding himself accountable. Because honestly, B-Dot, knock on wood, he could choke in his or have stumbles in his next couple battles, and I wouldn't probably trip just because that's not his MO. He does not do that. So yeah, I think that I definitely like B-Dot's material better, but it just may have been one of those technical who was cleaner type things. It's not like Chilla was horrible, but I told y'all last week when June was like, "Hey, Chilla, want to go 4 minutes?" I'm like, "Dog, that might ruin his material, like rapping all that much, because people still Chilla still kind of gets that stigma of boring. Like, there's people out there that still call him boring. So
part of that is though, he be too smart though. He be too smart. Like he had a scheme. Damn, I can't remember it. He had a scheme in that battle that was so cold. I'm like, bro, wrong place. But it was fire though. I caught it, but I'm like, this is not the setting for that. Then he had another scheme with all diss songs. As soon as he started it, I caught it. I'm like, oh, he doing diss songs.
right.
But then it kind of got it kind of went on a little too long. And then when he went to the punch, I'm like, don't nobody care no more. You know what I mean? Like, for what it is, for what battle rap is at this moment, I think some of those schemes he either got to shorten up or, but I don't know. This is Chilla a legend. You know what I mean? Who am I to give advice to Chilla? But at the same time, as a fan, I wasn't.
I mean, if ever there was time to be able to get your shit off, it would be when there's no crowd and they gotta listen to you. So when they get back to these crowds, that's gonna be dead. Even though I don't know when that's gonna be. I'm almost. It may never go back to the big rooms, which I don't know. Bittersweet. I seen some big room battles. I was like, I guess I do miss the big rooms, but I like the fact that these motherfuckers got a rap and then it's got a bunch of theatrics and backflips and disco moves. Like Hitman used to have full blown choreography.
Facts.
Joe, go ahead, Joe. I could keep going.
Well, for me, I think I need to see this battle again, and I think we're gonna find a lot of hidden jewels, a lot of hidden gems on the playback, because there was a line that that signifies what I'm saying. There was a line that Chilla said, and he said, "You just being Dot, no doubt. If you break that down, B and Dot, you, B, no doubt. It's shit like that Yeah,
I didn't catch that. Hell no.
he said this shit, and somebody else pointed out. I ain't gonna say I came up with it or I actually,
That you
but
picked
somebody
up.
else pointed it out. I'm like, that is fucking deep. Like nobody wants to hear that deep shit.
Yeah,
But that shit, you know, it's like, but on the playback, you'll hear some shit that you be like, oh wow, damn.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of those battles where, in my opinion, I've seen a better Chilla Jones as of late.
Yeah.
I don't think he was too crazy this battle. And I saw a dot where he was uncharacteristically messing up.
Yeah.
So I had Chilla 2-1, but I wouldn't argue with anybody that said that 2-1. So
Feel that. K Shine and Pat Stay.
okay, I'm gonna go first. This was an ass whooping. Pat, stay. Look at me, Pat. Look at me, Pat. Don't you come in that motherfucker against a K Shine with a first round like that no more. Don't do that shit. That was K Shine. Don't do that shit no more.
Hey, what's crazy is people was talking about that whole Pat Stay Moonin situation. I'm happy I missed it, but at what point in this round did he do that? I don't know.
didn't see it.
It happened though, because everybody was talking about it, but
you know what? During that battle, I had my headphones on and I left because I want to hear it.
yeah, it's not really
hear the bars.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to necessarily have to tune into the vision. So it might have happened. I don't know. I know I had to do some stuff around the house, but I was listening to it the whole battle, but I didn't see everything.
Yeah, that was really weird. Like, because most people are like, nah, he freestyled most of it. Like, wow. I wouldn't have even crossed the border with like, why'd you waste? We that battle got pushed back from January. They said the original first time it might have been booked was in January or something like that.
It makes you think he wasn't ready then either.
I mean, how could he be? I mean, you never know what's going on. In my mind, I'm thinking like he had to have been going through some shit.
He said he waited till the day before to prepare.
I don't understand how people do. Like, I understand how not getting the inspiration in time, but that would fuck my mind up to know I was about to go in front of all these people.
His inspiration should have been URL and K-Shine. That's enough. You got the best league and K-Shine right now, he's the best at it right now, period. And now,
it still takes me back to why nobody ever thinks to shit the bed on RBE. Why is that? Why do people go to URL? That's where people like I understand the pressure and more eyes and stuff like that, but I really feel like people be going over and not giving a fuck. Like, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what it is, but that was odd though. And it's crazy because Pat had moments where he could have worked. Like, he started with the tape measure, dog. He started,
that was funny
though. When he started with that, I'm like, first of all, you said you thought some shit that I was thinking.
Yeah.
And then I was like, he might be able to get on, because like I said, if he would have been able to get some reaction out of K-Shine and get him out of his element, that would have been his.
He got some reaction. K-Shine was laughing. I'd never seen K-Shine laugh during the battle. He was laughing.
He's a funny motherfucker, but it just wasn't enough. And he got to it too late. Somebody at one point, because he mentioned about how he sounds like New Jersey Twerk, and somebody mentioned that K-Shine changed his voice mid-round to try to not be what Pat was trying to make him out to be, which I could see him mentally convincing or getting.
What Pat should have did, he should have rapped his second round first.
Something.
That would have put a lot of pressure on.
It would have been different, yeah. But Shine was very prepared, and that he had like 9 rounds or 6 rounds. I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah.
Fast.
You know how dangerous Pat could have been, but yeah, that was weird. That was really weird.
Pat better than that though. Pat better than that.
Jose, you on mute by the way.
Well, I two things. K. Shine is one of the best in the world. Second, Pat disappointed me, man. I ain't gonna lie, cause I was telling everybody, oh, this about to be a classic. This about to be a classic because Pat Stay. Every time I see Pat Stay, he I don't know, he just brings something different to the table, bro. Like the way like y'all, I ain't never seen Tay Rock laugh at a battle during a battle like that. Like he giving niggas their props, like damn, this nigga is cooking me. You know, Tay Rock might be one of those, but like he was like showing Pat love, like damn, I can't believe Pat cooking me right now. You know what I mean? And he cooked Shotgun Suge, bro. So with those, I still got that in my mind. So I'm like, all right, with him, he thought he was gonna beat K Shine, bro. K Shine not about to let that happen. But K Shine went crazier than I thought he was gonna go. Like, especially in in second and his third. I'm like, bro. But not to take away anything from Pat Stay, because Pat Stay second was cool. But man, I kind of want to say K Shine 3-0 just because
there's no round. I can see him.
Just because it was so crazy, just because it was so amazing. But and part of it is I thought Pat Stay was gonna have more, bro. I thought, you know what I mean? Now I don't know, bro. Pat Stay iffy again to me, bro.
He'll be back. I think. I want to.
He definitely will. But as far as like a big person like that, a big battle like that, I can't confidently say, oh, this is about to be a classic. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how he feeling.
I can't wait to see him back on King of the Dot too. Like it's been weird not seeing Pat on King of the Dot.
Man, right. But you know, hey, this is battle rap. You know, somebody from King of the Dot gonna come to Smack, and somebody on Smack gonna go to King of the Dot. It happens all the time. You know,
big time. So yeah, main event. Geechee and Goods.
June.
Yeah.
Man, like I said, man, I guess for me, my opinion is totally different from the consensus just about this whole card. Because I had Geechee winning clear. Bar for bar, it's not even close. I think Goods did real good though. I did like his material, but at the same time, I just thought Geechee was just better, and I thought he was better every round. But the consistency is that Goods won 2-1 clear, and I actually had Geechee winning each round. I don't know.
I think it was the epitome of a preference because I didn't see so many people say Geechee 30. And then I seen a bunch of other people saying Goods 30. Right.
Well, Goods did good. He did good. Every time I think Goods is gonna get killed, though, he does some shit like this.
I know better than think he's gonna get killed. I ain't never seen him get killed. So
I think like this, like versus Tay Rock. I say he is no way. Tay Rock is not gonna kill this guy. He goes and he arguably beats him. And then you have a battle like this where, you know, the energy's not gonna be the same. Geechee's gonna say some shit. He's gonna grown man talking to death. And you know, he held his own with it. Like
what's crazy is I'd like to think that, you know, I'm on my grown man shit. But that shit just don't hit all like, and the people, it's funny because Goods fans will make you feel like you ain't shit. Like I'm ASG, I ain't shit. I get that. But Goods fans will really make you feel like you ain't shit for really feeling that shit. I'm like, dog, like I get it. But in my mind, and somebody else said it too, he used the same angle that X Factor used on him, and y'all ain't like it.
Right.
Same shit. Insurance and business, and you can't buy a home with street credit. And that coffee bar was terrible. He said, I apologize, we on caffeine, but I wouldn't touch coffee if I was asleep or tired. That shit was, dog. Can you imagine how crazy old Red would have made a caffeine? We had, well, no, it was,
Earth.
what did he say? What's the coffee bar he had? This is before caffeine. He said,
Surf said that, right?
What?
Surf had, no, that was Surf with the scheme about coffee.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was kind of crazy. But he said maybe a headshot will espresso feelings or some shit. Like that's how you spice up a coffee bar. Not some, oh, we on caffeine, but I wouldn't touch coffee if I was tired. That was so he know how to say some plain ass shit. That shit be plain as hell. Like that shit was bland as fuck.
They loved it though.
Because sometimes I like bars that have too much thought into them, too many entendres. I get that, but you got to give me more thought than like Goods is all surface shit. It never be like the second thing you thought of, like Red, Nitty. That you can tell they revise shit, and it be the second shit that they thought of that they put down. Goods just put it out there. Like I wouldn't touch coffee if I was tired. Caffeine. Bars. Like, no, I didn't like that. But that's me. I was never a big Goods guy, you know. My good. And I had some bar. I wrote some of the Geechee shit that was crazy to me, but I don't remember what it was at this point. I just know I liked it way better than Goods shit. But maybe I feel different after I watch it. Sometimes you watch a battle and I don't know, your head be in a different place or something. It was late.
It's gonna be interesting when it come out on the app. Jose.
Well, I think that Ichi got it clear. I mean, Goods did all right. He did good. You know, Goods is good. You know, he did what he do. I just didn't. I don't see how people got him 30. Now, if they said Geechee 2-1 or oh, it's debatable. If niggas was saying something like that, but niggas is straight up saying, oh, Goods came in there and watched him, which is not close, not true. But like B Foster said, maybe when we rewatch it, we'll feel different. We'll see where niggas is coming from. Because right now, I don't see where niggas is coming from at all. Everybody that I everyone I asked that seen the battle that's not y'all said that Geechee lost. I'm like, man, maybe y'all seen a different battle or I ain't watch it right or something because Goods clearly lost to me. But hey, battle rap is subjective. That's why we don't really have judges at a lot of events. You know what I mean? It's something to talk about.
ASG is definitely in a parallel universe for this card, man. It's just.
I think a lot of people be watching them caffeine comments too, like that shit. Like that's why I put it on my TV. You know, I might go in there and vote or something, but them comments will have you just thinking any old thing. So,
real quick, did y'all see the Kid Chaos versus Danger Zone today? Jose, did you see it?
No, I didn't see it. I saw like the title, but I didn't click it.
Okay. That's another battle where they were saying it was a 30, and I didn't think so at all.
That crowd, they loved everything.
They loved everything Kid Chaos said, and they were.
And really he said some amazing shit. He said some amazing stuff, like mind blowing. Him and Danger Zone.
But they were really quiet for Danger Zone, though. It was like,
and I get some of it because there was definitely a sway because Kid Chaos is very, very energetic and does a lot of shit. And then Danger will come in with his rapidy, poetic, and so I get that. But Danger, what he say? The why in the New York shit. That's why you're in the middle of.
Oh man,
that nigga is a fucking genius. That dude is a genius.
But you know what I noticed about Kid Chaos? Now not only is he getting crazier with the pen, he's becoming an angle-based rapper.
Yeah.
If he gets if he has an angle on you, he's gonna fuck you up.
What was it? Oh God, the B Magic shit in the
Magic rapper. Now
that one.
Who'd have thought that you use that as an angle? But he made it funny.
If I was battling, I would have, because that was annoying as fuck in the B Magic.
It was annoying as hell.
So I get it. I just don't know. I mean, they were like dying laughing. It's like, okay, all right. I think you're trying to laugh at this. Like,
but if you think about it, if you go back to the JC battle versus Kid Chaos, he angled all 3 rounds.
He did. Yeah.
And it's like,
that's dangerous when you write that good and can angle.
It's very dangerous. Now, what he has to do is, what Kid Chaos should do is try to come up with a balance and not try to angle every round, because he don't have to.
No, he doesn't. He
doesn't have to. He has the kind of pen, and he performs pretty well too. So
that battle would have looked different in the same room that he battled JC though.
Yeah.
And I hate that fucking glass, that shoe store, the glass window. When y'all gonna owe somebody a whole bunch of money when you punch out that window?
Okay, we got about close to 6 minutes left. Do we have time to talk about the KOTD shit?
Yeah, I mean, we can kind of smooth through the first 2. Joey V engaged. I think that they ended up voting Joey V winning that battle, 2-1. But it wasn't a unanimous. But yeah, I think Joey V got it. You guys didn't watch that one, so we can kind of run through that. Okay. And then in the second battle, it was Dub the Phenom versus Reverse Live. If you want to check out a battle with Reverse Live, he also battled M City in Chicago. I was there. Yeah, Reverse Live is a grind time, like veteran type guy, but dude can rap. And Dub the Phenoms from Philly. I think Reverse Live ended up winning that battle. As far as the judges and stuff like that. And this is the second good showing on King of the Dot during the Twitch era. So I think they're really gonna try to fuck with him and push him. So getting on to the tournament battles. The first one was Times versus Marv 1.
I did see that.
Yeah, so that the kind of the battle of the OG versus the newer guy or whatever. So they had an interesting conversation. They kind of talked about their history and knowing each other, which was cool. Marv clearly gave away a round with a stumble. He cannot do that versus Saint. He is going to be I don't even want to speak that into existence, but he did that against XL too, so that was crazy. What are you guys' thoughts on it? I want to give y'all some time. So.
Well, I thought the battle was very close. If you said Times won, I wouldn't argue with it. If you said Marv won, I wouldn't argue with it. I kind of edged Marv. I'd love to see it on the playback. But the crazy thing about it is Marv had all the energy in the room. And he
did.
He said a lot of things that resonated with the people in the room as opposed to Times. And a lot of times when you're watching a battle, you have people that say, crowd doesn't matter. It's about the bars and this, that, and other. I get that, but if you're sitting there watching it and you hear these people reacting, at a lot of stuff, it's gonna change the way you think or lead you to think a certain way, especially if they're quiet for someone else. So, not saying that they did it on purpose, but Marv definitely had the room going as opposed to Times. I tried to zero it out, but I did edge it to Marv though. I think Times' approach wasn't good. I think he needed a different approach towards Marv.
Yeah, which he's probably a tough guy to attack. I don't know.
Yeah.
Marv has battled a million motherfuckers.
Jose?
If I had to pick a winner,
yeah,
I'm edging it to Marv. But for real, if it got it, man. I can't wait to watch it again because it seemed like it's a classic. Um, Times when there he did what he did, but Marv, especially in that third, Marv just got a way of taking control. He had like a slight stumble and still came back shining.
Third, yeah, he did.
Man,
The third was good.
I don't have a negative thing to say about this battle, and I'm not trying to be a negative guy at all anyway. But it, it's certain moments where they both could have did a little bit better, but overall, man, that was crazy. And I'm glad I wasn't one of them judges. You know what I mean? Because we don't got no fucking dog in this race, and we both all of us are saying, yo, we got to see that again. So think how the judges was feeling like, damn, you know what I mean? There's somebody future in the tournament, but this the semifinals is supposed to be crazy like that. You know what I mean? So now you got not disaster, excuse me, um, Saint LA.
Oh shit!
Yep. Back, yeah, I'm straight. Saint LA and Marv in the finals. That's gonna be crazy.
I thought it was going down in Inkster, man.
I just dropped my phone. Everything good.
So yeah, we kind of talked about so the last battle, Saint obviously won. The bar that stood out the most to me, probably not even the best bar, but where he was kind of talking about disaster being a Trump fan, and you know, if it's fuck Black lives, I'm gonna show you your brain matter. That was crazy. That was crazy.
I missed that shit. I gotta see that.
That's a pretty intellectual for him to be a young cat. That's a pretty intellectual dude. Like you said, that he reads. I know. I totally believe that he reads a lot because he was talking about a lot of politics and this and that. He had a lot of different subject matter that he touched on. But I think all is well that ends well. A lot of people think that disaster should